Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Wisco Nugget Rock Hounding in Gold. We're in my shop today for part 2, which is the clean out from our Wisconsin River Highbanker test. We got our Flower Gold Wizard clean out sluice set up for the first time. I'm going to classify our material down to a 50 mesh and we'll run it. It's not so cold. Today's such a nice day. We had to get out here and capitalize on this fine opportunity. We're going to get to classifying. I have a very small 50 mesh classifier, so it's going to take me a second. And I think we're going to get into maybe a little hyper speed while we watch me classify. I want to take you on a quick walk through my shop here. This is the flat lap that was in a gold pan and a flower pot 5 years ago. It's evolved a little bit, and I use that primarily for knocking big things off of rocks before I tumble them. I've also tried to make a tumbler that I can do some bowling ball size stuff in, and that thing has some promise but has a few bugs to work out. One, namely, when you set it in one spot and the tires aren't completely full of foam, one's bigger than the other, so it wants to track a little awkwardly. Let me see, let me turn it on. Maybe we can slow it down a little bit, but anyway, a few bugs to work out in that. Drilled a bunch of holes, put expanding foam in the tires. One's bigger than the other. It doesn't go correctly. And trying to even that out. But flat spots don't help when they sit either. The expanding foam should fix that. Got a few things. That's how I travel with that pack right there. I made a fluid bed sluice several years ago, adapted it to a 3/16 punch plate so I could have basically a rock washer with, say, a mat underneath. So if my fluid bed didn't have enough flow to operate, I could still work that as a classifying sluice with a mat under it. I haven't gotten back to that experiment. My pipes, you see, are in there. I've sized up the holes a couple times. It all blows out the slot at the bottom. There's the pan I've been making a few videos with. Seems to work awesome. Another guy I have yet to really run much, but I'm looking forward to. Just shoveling right in that thing. Got some suction devices. One concentrator cup that we'll talk about in the future. Good for culverts and whatnot. Other such things. This little guy pulls a ball to the tip. Holds the stuff in there. Sometimes it makes it home. And this is what we'll be doing today. We're going to be cleaning up some of that Wisconsin River pay dirt. I was poking all over the place. We'll see what we got. This is some of the stuff we find around here. Just general beautiful cobbles. Got this little cabbing machine last year. I'm embarrassed to say my busy season hit and I never used it. So here we are again, and we're gonna work the heck out of this thing. Rock tumblers, and we're back to home. All right, here's our setup. We got a little bit of pay dirt in the bucket. We're transferring it to this middle device for transferring. Got our cleanup devices and our cleanup sluice. We're set at 5 degrees today. We're gonna mess with the water flow and try to get it right. We'll be catching whatever falls in the pan, and we'll go back through that. We'll start slow and work our way up from there. I'm using the slow water also to see how it's level in there, because of course I can't go find one and put it on there. Looks pretty good. Put a little thimble on there and see what happens. Seems a little slow. The recommendation I've heard is about a foot per second. So let's keep trying. Looking a little better. See some shinies in there. Don't want to get too excited yet. Kind of looks like gold to me. Yeah, it's about 3 seconds for the heavies, or for the light stuff to blow off the tip. Take her nice and slow. Or not. That was a heavy one. Particles are dancing in there pretty nicely. Lots of black sand. I'm going to let this clear out for a second. To me, it looks like we got some nice shinies up top. I have a very tough angle with the glare off the window, but what's in there at the end is what matters. Just completely polluted with black sands. Definitely have some shiny starting to show up in there. Let's attempt a clean out on this. I wasn't able to tip it as vertically as I wanted to because I had that hose attached to it. Couldn't quite get it up as high as I wanted. All right, let's clean this up. These are the tailings first. See what we missed. Sure there's a lot of black sand in there. Yep. Let's roll that back. Okay. I see nothing of any significance, put it that way. I could only find a piece or two in the tailings. Alrighty, this is what came out of this cleanup sluice. Let's wash it right over those little tea showers. I like using the bigger pan to wash it back, even though I'm not good at it. Well, let's wash this one back. Boy, that black sand is tough. Maybe I could have let it run off a little longer before cleaning out. got a lot of nice little specks in there. I'm gonna have to really take my time on this one. I don't want to show you guys what I'm looking at. This is what we're seeing so far. All those nice little stars. There's hundreds of them. And I'm missing a lot in the black sand, and there's a lot yet to be revealed. The tidy banker works. Pretty cool. Well, that was fun. Thank you for joining me at Wisco Nugget Prospectors. We found a lot of gold thanks to our new friend Dakota. I can't thank him enough. Have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.